2023. Today, today's thoughts is on men from a women's perspective, and why I think that men are suffering or not happy with or not content with the way women are conducting themselves. And although I agree with some of their opinions and thoughts and ways of doing things, I have to say from a woman's perspective that stop offering your money if you don't want a gold digger. Stop offering your material items to a woman just to impress her or to get her to like you. Because if you have to do that, she doesn't like you for who you are. She likes you for what you can provide. And that's the type of relationship dynamic you are creating. As men, you guys are leaders, whether you like to accept it or not. And a wise woman once told me, don't start anything that you're not willing to keep up. And when you start that, when you start fishing for gold diggers and you get them, and then when the gold is finished, they leave, what is there to complain about? You lured them. You lured them with the gold. So why is she going to like you when she only had her eye on the gold? Because you're not shiny to her. Your gold is. And I don't think that only ugly men fall victim to this. I think that a lot of men fall victim to this because they lack things within themselves that needs to be addressed so that they can stop feeling like they have to do this to get a woman that they want. And think about this too. Speaking of a woman that you want, every woman that you want doesn't mean that's what you need. Need and want is two different things. Are you trying to build something of longevity? Are you just having fun? But I'm sure you're not going to get both. Is life really that easy? I wouldn't say so. So I believe that we need to be realistic. Some people can't even be realistic because their brain is so consumed with a lot of the brainwashing and the manipulation that's going on all these devices that is distracting many minds and many souls. And it's just unfortunate because I see less and less men that know how to conduct themselves as men and actually be proud of that and feel like you have purpose other than what you can buy or what you can provide for a woman who probably don't even value you to begin with. Because a lot of them don't even value themselves. That's why they feel like they can be bought. I believe a woman who can be bought, there's some issue there that hasn't been addressed. I think some women know what they're doing and some women don't. But all in all, if you want love and you want the things that money can't buy, I don't think you're going to be able to achieve those things by using people, taking advantage of people. Because I do believe what go around come around. If you're mistreating somebody and you know that you're doing that and you're aware that you're doing that, why do you not think that that's going to come around and get you back eventually? Even if you didn't hurt that person or you didn't harm them, you still know what you're doing and you continue to do it. So maybe it's going to come and get you when you do decide to do somebody right. Maybe that's when the karma's going to come. You just never know. Put out what you want to receive. Being insecure and desperate and thirsty for a woman that you know don't want you is just a setup for failure. And I believe stupid is as stupid does. You can't talk somebody out of being stupid. And unfortunately, that's just the reality sometimes. Sometimes you got to learn the hard way or the easy way. Take your pick. And sometimes it takes for us to go through 30-something years of trial and error for us to learn, oh, yeah, this way is not working and this is not the way I want it done because I don't like the results that come from this. I should do something different. Something that might require more work from me. Something that may require me to do some challenging my thoughts and really challenging what I really need instead of what I want. And not being so distracted by what your eyes see. When you set your mind on, oh yeah, this woman looks a certain way, so this is what I feel like I deserve, because her looks is not going to raise your children. Her looks is not going to teach your kids integrity and respect. Her looks is not going to teach your children how to take care of themselves and be happy with what God blessed them with and take care of their gifts that was given to them naturally, instead of trying to cover it up and be insecure about it, but embrace it and make it better and healthier. Yeah, her looks is not going to do none of that. Her looks is just for yourself and what you like to look at. But just because it looks good doesn't mean it is good for you. Looks are very deceiving. Just like, I feel like the same way vice versa, women looking for men, it's no different. Stop being distracted and led astray by what your eyes see, because your eyes can also mislead you and have you in situations that you could have avoided if you had the self-control to not fall victim to your lust. Lust and love, they show up very different, and you get different results from either one. I mean, I'm not saying that you can't get a woman that looks good to your eye, a good woman, but a lot of that is rare, because most women who look good, they know that and they use that to their advantage, and most of the time they're not using a gift that was given to them in a healthy way. They're usually using it to take advantage of you men who have weak flesh. And until they realize that it don't work anymore, they're going to keep doing it. So we got to wisen up, because The complaining is not going to change your behavior. The complaining is not going to make nobody feel sorry for you. It might make some people feel sorry for you, but I don't feel sorry for you because at a certain point, you got to take the initiative to get some control about yourself and be a leader. You know, are you the choices that you're making and the way you're living your life, is that something that you're going to be proud of your son mimicking, or your daughter? Are you the man that you want your daughter to be with? Do you want some man trying to buy your daughter? Do you want your son to feel like he got to buy a woman because he don't have the tenacity to see past her beauty and see what her mind looks like, what her integrity looks like, how much respect she has for herself? You know, it's just a chain reaction. What type of chain reaction do you want to start that you're proud of? Because materialistic, materialism is definitely a distraction to get a lot of good men in bad situations and be part of the problem, not the solution. So, we gotta challenge our thoughts and hold ourselves accountable so that we can make better decisions to set forth a better result in our future generations.